Yo, what's up guys? So I just wanted to make a quick tutorial basically showing you which add-ons I use, and I think they're just must-have if you do hard surface 3D modeling mainly, or if you want to just model 3D assets from real life, or just overall add-ons which make your life easier. So let's get right into it. Okay, so if you just first of all I'll quickly show you how to install an add-on as well. So what you do is you go to edit preferences, because not all the add-ons will be inside of the blender, and I will mention which ones will be inside and which ones you'll have to download and install. Some will be paid, but I guess you'll just have to deal with it. I'll say which ones are really necessary to get from paid ones, but I think it's just MeshMachine or maybe Hardops with Boxcutter. But yeah, I mean, you should get all of them eventually. Okay, so yeah, if you go here, then you just click on add-ons, and then you can just click install, and then you just select your downloaded zip file and click install add-on. That's how you install external add-ons. Okay, I'll just give you an example later. So yeah, so there we go. So I sorted everything from ones that I have enabled, and so here we go, let's go. So Blender Kit. Also all the links for add-ons will be in the description. Okay, so there we go. So first one is Blender Kit, Online Asset Library. It just basically, that's what it is. It's an asset library, it's a really good add-on. You can see it in here at the top. You can just search for a lot of objects, light setups, materials. Really good, useful add-on. And this is the website. You can get it from here. It's Blender Kit. You just download it and then you just install simply like I showed you. Okay, give me a second. I'll just put it in here so you can see it. So here it is. Yeah, okay, now Boxcutter, that one is paid add-on. You'll need to get it from here. It costs $20. I mean, it's a really good add-on. That's all I can say about it, and it just basically saves a lot of time if you use a lot of booleans. Then Hardops, this is again really huge add-on, so I'd recommend for you to get Boxcutter and Hardops. Those are the must have add-ons if you do a lot of hard surface modeling, or just in general if you use booleans in your workflow. They just save a lot of time. So that's the Hardops. Okay, so this is a whole bundle actually. You can get it for $38 right here. Okay, now Kitops. So this one is a free add-on. You can get it from here. I think it used to be a paid one. I think now it's fully free. It's by Chip Walters. You can get it from here. And yeah, just get it, install it from this menu, and that's it. Now PowerSave, this is a free add-on. Once again, you just type in here 0 and you click I want this, and then you just type in your email and you just check your email and use it from there, or maybe it will let you install here. So just like this, I can demonstrate it for you. 0, I want this, and then you basically enter your email address and get it. So I'll just type mine in, and then you just get it. Okay, stairs, whatever. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, there we go. For you, it might not actually show the library, I'm not sure, and you just download it right here. I'm using IDM, so you'll just download it simply. For me, it gives additional prompt. Okay, there we go. So now you have it on your desktop right here, and make sure that it's left in .zip file format. If it doesn't show you the format, then you can just simply go ahead and open up some file in here, click on view, and then make sure that this is enabled, file name extensions. So that's on Windows 10, on Windows on other Windows it's on the newer version, on Windows 11 or 11 it's a bit different. Okay, and then you just basically click install desktop and you select it from here. Boom, install add-on, and then make sure that it's enabled like it is for me right here. It's a check mark. Okay, now PowerSave. That's a really useful add-on. It just helps you to save everything quicker. And then Bolt Factory. This is the one which is enabled by default, I believe. Let me just open up a fresh Blender version which doesn't have any add-ons. Let me just double check it for you guys. Okay, there we go. So yeah, you just go File, Preferences, and you type in Bolt. Yep, it's not enabled, so I just go ahead and enable this Bolt factor right here. Actually, I'm just going to leave it in here, this Blender, and then I'll leave the one with add-ons on the left. Okay, so Blender on the left has all the add-ons, Blender on the right doesn't. So there we go. Now the other one in the list is so all those ones, they will be enabled by default, I believe. You won't have VRM format, but don't worry about it, you won't need it. That's for a specific thing. Okay, copy attributes menu. That one is really useful again. Copy attributes menu. You just enable it. That's it. It's already in Blender. And then modifier tools, it's already enabled. 3D print toolbox. Okay, you won't be printing, but you need this. It's really helpful if you want to cap some holes, and if you want the mesh to be watertight. Basically, if it's not, booleans won't cut properly, you'll just have a lot of issues. And with 3D print tools add-on is just way faster and easier to just make the mesh watertight. Just basically closed. Basically I just create all the faces. Okay, then decal machine. That's if you're going to use decals. If you don't know what a decal is, I mean, you can just look up. There are a lot of tutorials. This one is quite expensive, $50, but I mean, that's exactly what it does right here. It takes a plane and then it just basically creates an illusion of a detail, and it doesn't cost pretty much anything in space. It's very little in cost efficiency wise, because it's not real geometry and it's just a texture with a lot of decals. Okay, and then let's continue. So the next one is an edge flow. So that's an add-on which is useful if you're doing a lot of topology cleaning, I guess. If you're modeling something in quads and you want it to be clean, you can get it from here. It is actually free. You just click on the code and you click download zip right here. That's it. And then so this one will be enabled, I think, by default. Okay, it won't actually. Okay, yeah, so then just enable this. It's already in Blender. Then F2, this one is again not enabled. Just type in F2 and enable this one again. Then Looptools again. Just enable it. Okay, it's enabled by default. I believe in older versions of Blender it wasn't enabled by default. And then MachineTools. So again, one more paid add-on. Actually, it's not paid. Okay, you can pay for some extra stuff. You don't need Studio. You would just pay for this one. It just gives additional features which are quite useful, but you can get away without those. So yeah, just get it. MachineTools, really useful add-on again. One of the most useful ones. Okay, and then MeshMachine. This one. This one actually costs, and I'd say if you have a budget for only one add-on, I'd say get this one. It's the best add-on. Yeah, you can just look at what it does. It's really good. Just helps with a lot of tedious tasks, and just manual tedious tasks. Okay, so there we go. So the next one is mesh data transfer. Okay, don't worry about this one, you won't really need this. Okay, then quad remesher. Quad remesher is again a paid add-on. I don't have it loaded in here. So you can just quickly Google it, and yeah, so that's where it is. You just click on Blender, you just get it. You'll get a trial at first. It's like 30 or 60 days, and then you okay, it's 1 month actually, and then you'll need to buy it. It's I mean, yeah, it's kind of expensive, but it's a really useful one again. It's worth buying for sure. Okay, so the next one is really OP one. It is Cablerator, and actually Bool tools. This one is just it's enabled by default, and then node wrangler. This one node wrangler. Just type in node, enable it again. Okay, and then the next one is Cablerator. It's a paid add-on, but I mean, goddamn, it's a really good add-on. If you want to do anything with cables, it's just basically everything is covered. You just get one $14 and it's cheap. I mean, it's way too cheap for what it does. Really useful one. Okay, so next one is Cycles render engine. That's enabled by default, and then UV squares. Yeah, okay, so this is a paid add-on once again. It's $20, and basically all it does, it just straightens UV islands. Basically, you can get a little bit better UV packs with this one, and it's a useful add-on. If you have a budget for it, then get it. If not, I mean, it's fine, you can get away without it. But then UV Pack Master 3, this one, it's a really useful one. I'd say get this one for sure. That's their website right here. And yeah, I mean, just really good add-on. I mean, how much does it cost? I don't actually even know right now. Blender Market, let's say. Okay, so yeah, $4 to $4 for an add-on, but I mean, goddamn. So Blender, with its most recent updates, it's gotten UV unwrapping better. Right now, UVs are you can unwrap UVs way better in the newer version, but still UV Packmaster beats it, and I'm still heavily relying on UV Packmaster 3. I mean, it just unwraps everything way cleaner, way faster. I mean, not faster, just cleaner. It does a better job of UV unwrapping, and it shows you textile density, basically how much space is being used inside of the image. Really good thing. See, the Boxcutter just got something in the background. Yeah, that's just a Boxcutter. Okay, yeah, and that's basically it. So UV Packmaster 3. Okay, yeah. So if you got small budget, then definitely get MeshMachine. That's the best one, in my opinion. And then MachineTools, which is free, and then get Hardops, Boxcutter. Those two are really good if you're using decals, then Decal Machine. But those are the add-ons that I use, and if you're going to follow my tutorials, I'm working on a tutorial right now. I will be using most of those add-ons actually. I will show solutions how to do it without add-ons, but not always actually, because I heavily rely on add-ons because they just make the life easier. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a like, it helps for the algorithm and for people to see my stuff. And yeah, if you want to subscribe, yeah, see you guys.